Are you afraid of death?
Nah, I'm not afraid of death. I'm not trying to see it. You know, I'm not rushing that nowhere near me, right? Because all I know is life, right? My life is living. I read a lot of ancient texts. As people probably know about me, and I love one of the great teachers named Bodhidharma. And there was a thing written in one of the books of his or one of the teachings of his, and the question somebody asked him similar question. You're scared of death, or what are you going to be after you die? And his answer was, I don't know. He had answers to everything, but he was like, I don't know. They said, oh, he doesn't know that. So yeah, because I haven't died yet.
Yeah. Well, the uncertainty to some people is terrifying. Not knowing what's on the other side of the door.
Yeah. I mean, especially when you're young. As a kid, fear permeated my life. You know what I mean? I was actually watching horror movies, and I believed in all type of supernatural things that could or can happen.
Hey, first make sure y'all follow me for all this good news that I be having for y'all. But y'all just heard Brody, right? I love him. He a good 5%er, man. I don't know what he labeled himself as now. But I know fool, RZA be on the good 5%er tip and all the good knowledge he got, right? But I have to disagree only because he say like, we've never experienced death before, or there's no way anybody can know what's after death. And I'm here to tell you that that is not true. It's not true, right? You are a master at death. You sitting there right now are a master at death. You have died over 100 times. You have worked yourself all the way up from gross matter. I'm talking about you've been in the animal realm, just a particle cell type of realm, a gross mud pile. You literally worked yourself up all the way from that shit though. You've experienced death a rack of times. You are a master at it, promise you, right? Another thing with this death shit, you can control that shit. If you don't want to die, you don't have to. People always say death is you eventually have to die. But you can go as long as you want to go. All you have to do is maintain the balance, right? When I say that, I mean everything in the universe is negative and positive as far as balance, polar opposites, polarities, right? If you don't maintain the balance and you too negative, you don't maintain the balance and you too positive, and I ain't talking about with evil and good. I'm talking about energies, right? Everything has a negative and positive energy, even your battery that you putting in your back of your remote, you feel me? If it's in this universe, it has a negative and a positive energy. If you lose that energy, life has to change. And in order for life to change, it can't change to nothing but death. Because you not balanced. You lost one pole of your energy, right? You gotta have negative and positive. If you lost one pole, change will come, hence death. Now, if you maintain that balance, you can live as long as Earth lives. You will be here for as long as Earth is here. Or if you choose to desire death, that's how you do it, right? So don't let nobody tell y'all we don't know what happens after death because we haven't experienced it yet. You are a whole master at it. You've walked the fires a couple times. You've been there. You know what it is. You have forgotten. That's what life is all about. But they also teach you how to take the knowledge from this life on to the next one with you. You got stages of shit. You feel me? It's a real big loss feeling going on with humanity today, right? But I'm here to tell you that feeling lost is a whole privilege, right? We above animals in the human realm right now. They don't get to feel lost. They might be lost and you can't find their ass, but they don't feel lost, right? As a human, feeling lost is a privilege. If you didn't feel lost, that means you chained up, correct? So you gotta have a different perspective on shit. You can't just sit there and go off what somebody tell you. You have different channels to unlock right now. This shit is a game. Are you going to unlock your channels so that you can live freely? Right now you living in death. Right now you living in bondage. Right now you're not living. Once you free yourself from bondage, we are a threefold human being. Darkness, liberty, light. We come from darkness. You transmute darkness into light. The only way you can do that is to liberate yourself. Liberty means freedom. You must free yourself from the bondage of this body. You are not this body. You are a soul. You must travel the universe as only soul before you can enter into the next light realm. I know that's a lot of shit to take in, right? But we gonna part to this shit and I'm gonna tell y'all the steps to that shit so we can all do that shit together. Fendi, mama.